The Prime Minister Julia Gillard is making her debut at her first major meeting in the region, attending the East Asia Summit in Vietnam. Ms Gillard's already met China's Premier Wen Jiabao on the sidelines and accepted an invitation to visit. The US and Russia are formally attending the meeting for the first time, and top of the agenda is the group's response to the increasing political and economic power of China. Southeast Asia correspondent Zoe Daniel reports from Hanoi.
It's a red carpet weekend for the Prime Minister, who admits she's on a steep learning curve when it comes to foreign policy. And that won't end with this summit. Her meeting with her Chinese counterpart yielded an invitation to visit next year.
We'll work to find a mutually convenient time.
China's economic strength is both a blessing and a curse in a region where other countries are struggling to compete. It's a key talking point at this summit, where the addition of Russia and the strength of the United States may make China more cooperative on currency controls and fair trade.
It's only through engagement and exchange of views that you can shape perspectives for the future, and that's what I was doing today.
For China and Japan, it's the future of the disputed resource-rich islands in the East China Sea that's causing deep tensions at this conference. A planned meeting between the country's two leaders has been scrapped. This 16-nation East Asia Summit will incorporate the first Australia-ASEAN meeting to be held in more than 30 years.
This is Julia Gillard's first appearance at a major summit in Asia as Prime Minister, and she knows it's important to make a good impression. But much of the progress here happens not in the summit hall, but at direct bilateral meetings between global leaders.
The proposed regional asylum seeker processing centre was discussed in a one-on-one with UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon, but his response remains unclear.
He noted it, that's as far as I can take it. This is something, of course, that Australia will pursue in direct discussion with the United Nations High Commissioner.
There are discussions here, but few resolutions, and that's the complexity of the world of foreign affairs. Zoe Daniel, ABC News, Hanoi.